All right, guys, welcome back to this segment. So it's still on the preparation ahead of the Benin game this Saturday. Of course, it's going to be a very exciting, scintillating match. And it's going to obviously be a chance for we to revenge on Benin Republic because they won us in the last game. So this is definitely a big opportunity for we to show them who the boss is. And you know what's currently happening right now. The players have gradually started entering the camp. The last video I did mention that we had like 16 players in camp already, but right now there have been some additional players who have also been cited in the Uyo camp. Likes of Samuel Chukwueze and Benjamin Tenimu are the latest to have showed up in camp to make it a total 20 players that we currently have in the camp right now. Of course, Tenimu came in to replace the outgoing Brighton Osei Samuel. Perhaps due to injury, but there hasn't really been much information given about why Bright Samuel is missing this one. But my guess is that it's due to injury. But again, here are the guys that have now, reportedly been counted in camp. The likes of William Ekong, who's also, from what I'm hearing, is set to be the captain for this Saturday's game. And then there's Ola Aina, Ajayi, Nda, Lukman, Mwabali, Iwobi, Basi, Chukwueze, Onyedika, Awoni, Ndidi, Obasogie, Boniface, Delebashu, Simon, Yusuf, Onyeka, Onyemechi, and Tenimu. So these are the 20 players that have now showed up in camp. And the interesting thing is that they actually had their first training this evening/night. Coach Austin Eguavon obviously leading the boys out to conduct that one. And it's a good thing that they're having this camp in Uyo because Uyo is such a very standard stadium, and the floodlights in the stadium actually help them to train during this evening/night period because using the floodlight obviously makes everywhere bright. It just feels like it's during the day that they are training. So good one for the team. They now have one training in the bag. And tomorrow, according to the plan, I also expect them to continue the training. In fact, the expectation is that they are going to be training twice a day, morning and evening, for the remainder of the days until this game. Because, of course, I'm sure that Eguavon would have a lot of things that he wants to, practice with these guys and get them familiarized with it before Saturday comes and they go out to play these games. So that's what's currently happening right now in camp. So there's still a number of players that we are yet to see. I think it's just remaining 3 of them: Victor Osimhen, and Maduka Okoye, and Kelechi Iheanacho. These are the guys that are still being expected to show up in camp. Kelechi, I'm sure, should probably be on his way right now, and also Maduka Okoye, who's going to be coming in from Udinese, Italy. And then Victor Osimhen, of course, I'm sure is also going to want to be announced by the Galatasaray club. He's going to want to sign all documents and then be announced officially by the club before he can leave Turkey and start coming to Nigeria. So all of this is expected to happen within the next coming hours. Hopefully tomorrow, before tomorrow runs out, we'll definitely see all of these guys in camp. But still dwelling on the OSIMHEN matter, there have been a number of things happening around OSIMHEN, and one of such high-profile things is the fact that there's now been a widespread talks that OSIMHEN has fired his agent, that's Roberto Calenda, the man who failed to get him a move away from Napoli during this recent transfer season that we just saw. It was a very, very terrible transfer season for Victor Osimhen. I'm sure that his agent would also feel ashamed in himself in a way, because it was his duty to get this man the best deal possible. It was always Osimhen's intention to get a move away from Napoli, or preferably a club side that is playing in the Champions League. He always said this right from time, so there's no excuse for this agent not to be able to help him broker a deal. And for me, I even feel like Osimhen worked with this agent for too long. Maybe started to get a bit personal and started to feel like, okay, he's become friends with this man that he didn't sever relationship a long time ago. Because for a player of Osimhen's caliber, I would have expected him to go for world-class agents who can broker deals with top clubs like Real Madrid, Liverpool, Barca, Chelsea, Bayern Munich. For me, I feel like Osimhen is way past working with all of these average football agents, because the kind of deals that Osimhen won, the kind of clubs that he wants to play in, top European clubs, these agents can barely get him deals in these clubs. This is what I feel, because they don't have that connection enough. They are not that high level agents. Before the story is saying and he has fired this agent, I think the best thing that Osimhen can do for himself right now is to save himself the stress of undergoing this kind of transfer that he had this previous time. That he became the mockery of town, the talk of town, and everybody started to talk about him because in quotes, the best player in Africa, FIFA's #8 player in the world, could not even get any club to sign him. It was a bit of a disgrace to him, and all of this, the fault can also be traced to the inability of the agent to get him a good deal with his preferred club. So if he has fired this agent, I think the best thing for him to do is to go and get the likes of maybe Mino Raiola or Jorge Mendes. We have all of these, the agents in this ranking, this caliber. These are the agents that can get you deals with any club, any top club in the world that you want in Europe. These agents are the agents that manage the likes of Ibrahimovic when he was still playing, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Paul Pogba. Some of all these players, you just find out that it's not hard for these players to get good deals from top clubs. Even Lukaku's agent is a really good agent. Lukaku and Morata's agent, they are really good, because these two players, despite how they've flopped, in some of the clubs that they've been to, they still get into big clubs at the end of the day, and they are being offered good salary, good deals. These are some of the the strings that agents pull. And Osimhen's agent is definitely not one I can categorize as a good agent. So Osimhen should get himself a good agent. The only thing that it will cost him is a little extra money to pay, because of course you're hiring a world-class agent, so you're going to have to pay him even more than you pay the average agent. And then moving beyond that one, have you guys noticed how Napoli has now removed the pictures of Victor Osimhen on their Instagram? And I'm just checking, there's no one that you can trace anymore. Osimhen's fans have now started leaving Napoli's official Instagram accounts, and Napoli has in fact lost over 1 million plus followers just after Osimhen left the club to join Galatasaray. Interestingly, they've exceeded 1.2 million followers, and these are the core fans of Victor Osimhen. They decided to unfollow Napoli on their Instagram and follow Osimhen to Galatasaray. Napoli Instagram followers used to be around 6-point-something million followers, but now they've been reduced to about 4.8 million followers, because Osimhen's fans have now left the handle. And then if you go over to the Galatasaray Instagram, you would notice that there have been some massive increase in terms of the followers. It used to be around 12 million followers, and now it's like 15.8 million followers for the Galatasaray official Instagram. Definitely Osimhen has an effect. This just goes to show you the effect that Osimhen has in football. And I'm sure most of these followers are Nigerians who followed him to Napoli, and they've now decided to unfollow Napoli because Napoli treated their man in a way that they did not like. At least now Napoli will know better than to mess with someone from Nigeria, someone from this part of the world. But let's leave it at that. Of course, we are still expecting Osimhen to show up in camp. I for one would love to see this man, and I'm sure Nigerians would love to see him, especially those who would be around in the Uyo camp. They would love to see this man and see him perform. But that is the update for this video. Of course, more of this will be coming later tomorrow, hopefully with some more information from the Nigerian Super Eagles Uyo camp. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more updates.